So, recently, Maddie was rejected. And I'm not going to lie, he was hurt. I'm sure we have all faced this feeling of not being good enough and being turned away. So today, I wanted to talk about that experience and what Maddie was turned down from. Color Creative is a program designed to support and develop the voices of future filmmakers by providing training and mentorship. There are 7 creative disciplines: directors, producers, editors, composers, production designers, cinematographers, and costume designers. Applicants must be 18 years of age and eligible to work in the United States. The program does not cost any money, but participants must be willing to relocate to the Los Angeles area for certain parts of the program. This would have been the best opportunity for Maddie as an emerging cinematographer, and something that he was really trying hard to get. But to be honest, whoever got accepted deserved it. I can happily say Maddie made it to the second round of interviews and was among over 1,500 participants. The second phase of the application process was a questionnaire that Maddie had to make video responses to. He seemed to be very candid about these questions, and Maddie even said he thought he did the best to answer them. So today, let's share the very answers he gave to all the questions, so you can see what the process was like, and also so you can learn a bit more about Maddie. Let me know what you think about this Color Creative opportunity, and if you applied for this yourself. If you have never heard of this opportunity, don't worry, it's only in its second year. So just like Maddie, you have next year to try and apply for it. I hope you enjoy the video responses, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section, and until then, Maddie and I will see you in 7 days. Peace.
Hello, my name is Maddie Beavers, and my pronouns are he, him, and I'm applying for the cinematography discipline. I don't really have a favorite genre, although I do really enjoy working on dramas and also science fictions. So recently, one of my biggest wins, or my bigger wins, and actually my only win, is winning Best Cinematography in the documentary category at the USC First Look Film Festival. And what's really unique about that is it's amongst all of my peers and friends who have also worked on films throughout the year. And it was really cool because industry people, producers, directors, and other filmmakers all vote on this. So it's really exciting to see that my work is valued and is liked. And I feel like I did my best on that project, and I learned so much. I grew a lot as a filmmaker and as a cinematographer. What's really unique about that award is that it wasn't a standalone award. We also won the best documentary within the category of documentary. So it was absolutely a team effort, and I'm just proud of my teammates just as much as I am of myself and the hard work that I put into it. So yeah. Okay, so let me paint you a picture. This is my senior year at USC, and I'm working on my senior thesis. We are out in the strawberry fields. So this is my first time being a cinematographer on such a huge project. And I'm working with my gaffer, who was the person that I had the conflict with. He was amazing. This was his first time ever gaffing. And as you may know, if you've gone to film school, not everyone has all of the experience, which is why we're there. So on one of the days we were working, was a very busy day. There was so many shots that we had to do. The shot list was a very big one. We only had so much time working with kids. And as a result, I kind of lost communication with my gaffer. And I was so focused on working with my director that I wasn't able to communicate everything that needed to be done to my gaffer, which, as you know, gaffer and cinematographer have a very close relationship, and we have a goal in mind, things that we need to do, things that we have to set up. So because of the lack of communication, my gaffer got upset at me, and I was fortunate enough that he pulled me aside after lunch and we talked about it, which was actually really nice. I got a chance to hear how he was feeling and how he was feeling left out and how he didn't have some sort of a fingerprint on the project because I was just moving so quick. So the fact that he was able to kind of show me the things that I was not seeing due to me just running around and trying to facilitate things. It was really nice to hear how he felt, and I apologized. Luckily, we were able to amend things right then and there, which was really great. So leaving that conversation, I was able to communicate much better with him, and I have done so on every other project after. So it was a huge lesson for me to be able to slow down and really listen and be there for my crew members. So I'm happy that it happened. I feel like all of these things have to happen in order to become a better filmmaker and, more importantly, a better communicator. Okay, so some technical challenges that I'm really looking forward to getting better with and gaining more experience. I feel like for me personally, I can't speak for any other cinematographer, but it's always exposure and having the right tools to read and monitor exposure. I find myself having to use monitors a lot, and there's a lot of like tools that are within the monitor to help you monitor the exposure. So I'm always trying to get better, trying to get quicker at doing that, because setting up an ideal exposure is something that is done much before the day of filming. So I'm always trying to like uphold that law or that rule that the director and I have communicated together. So being on set, finding methods and ways to be better at that is something that I'm always looking forward to, and I know that I can always improve on that. I do have a light meter as well, so I use that a lot, and I look really cool and fancy when I put it up to my eye, much like any other cinematographer does. But again, just understanding the tools and being able to implement them into my workflow so that I can communicate with my gaffer and with the G&E team to get the levels where I want it to, or at least help me get them to where they need to be. So yeah, just finding out ways and methods and techniques to better exposure, I think will just make me a very confident cinematographer. Okay, so some other things that I think you should know about me to be considered for this incredible opportunity. First and foremost, I think I'm really just excited to collaborate again with like-minded people and people of color. I think that is always something that I'm trying to do my best to always add people, hire people onto my G&E team, onto my camera team that are people of color, that are specifically women as well. I've been very fortunate enough to have a lot of opportunities because Women in Film Productions was the first time I was ever on set. They invited me on. It was a PSA, and I learned so much. So I'm always trying to put that in the forefront of my mind when I'm thinking of adding people to the team. And aside from like just the excitement of collaboration and just meeting people within the industry or who are trying to be in the same place that I am, I'm very excited to help kind of push the narrative of being biracial. That's something that I've always dealt with my entire life, and I feel like I will continue to. I've been lucky enough to find a community of other biracial people, and so being able to help formulate what that looks like in the industry is something that really is near and dear to me, because growing up there wasn't very much representation for people like me. So I'm excited to not only film hopefully people that are diverse as I am, but also the people within the crew and behind the camera. So it's a huge privilege for me to step on set every single day, because I do bring that knowledge, and I do bring that empathy for those who are like myself, and also for those who are even less fortunate than I am.